All right, now let's begin creating our Crud application using React.js. Now, last time, as I said, we had created, I've created, that is, if you're following the previous tutorial, whereby we created the Laravel and Vue.js, that is a full stack application using the Laravel 10 and Vue.js 3. Now, in this video, we're now going to use React.js instead of the Vue.js. So we are still going to create the same thing as I showed you in the demo application, and you'll still be able to come up with the same items that we came up with the Laravel 10 and Vue.js 3. Now you can come and watch this tutorial series if you want to, or if you have not done so that you are able to understand how Vue.js, how we are able to use Vue.js to create an application with the Laravel 10. And so that means that if you'll have followed this tutorial or you have done so already, we are still going to use the Laravel 10 backend, whereby we are able to create the product price. And actually, this is now the code that we did in that tutorial. So here we are able to create a product controller.php, whereby here we are able to create, of course, the different resources, that is the different endpoints, and we're able to come up with all this. Actually, this is the postman that we used, and of course you can see, for example, when I make a request, that is a get request to this API, of course I'm able to get the first product with, of course, the ID, the name, the description, the price, and so forth, which is coming from this particular backend here, which is Laravel 10. So this backend here, I'm now going to use it with now React.js, and we are going to achieve something that is similar as we did with the Vue.js 3. So you may want to come and watch, actually you may want to come and watch the, actually this should be this one here, setting up the Laravel, and then go to building the REST API, as well as the out with the Laravel 10 Santam. And of course, now from there, because here now you start with the Vue.js, now you'll now start here with the React.js, and of course now you can come back and start with me. Right, so let me just end that one and let's get started. Now I have my VS Code, which I'm using as my text editor to code this. So you may use VS Code, or you can also use another different text editor of your choice. So I'm going to use the VS Code. So let's begin. So I'm in my local disk, which is S here, and within S is where I'm going to install my React.js by running different commands here. So before you begin, you need to have the several items. You need to have Node.js and npm. You need to have them installed so as to manage our React application dependencies. And then from there we can now create our React application. Now to do so, this is the command that I need to use. So we need to run npx, so npx and then React app like this, and then I'll give the name of the app, which is ecommerce Crud. Then here we have React, like that. So the npx then create, so the npx create React app is the one that of course will be able to create, and then we give the name of our application. So I hit enter, and this will create a new React application with the name the ecommerce Crud React. So let's give it a minute for it to install. Now we have our React.js installed, so we can navigate to our ecommerce Crud React like this, and then now we are there, and then from there we can run this command, which is called, and then dot, so that we can just open the application. Right, now once this is open, we can close this window here, and let's have this one open like this. So now we have our React application installed. Now as we continue, let me open the terminal again, and then here we can let's this. So here I can have the git bash here, and then just begin. Right now, so now what I can do here is I can install the Axios, which we are going to use Axios for HTTP request. So Axios is a promise-based HTTP client for making HTTP request to our API. So here I'm going to run npm install, and then I'm going to have npm install Axios, and we're going to install the Axios like this. Right, so once is installed, we can go on and install the React router. So React router will enable us to create the router whereby we're able to navigate through different routes. So here I'm going to have npm install, then we'll have React, then a router here, and then DOM, and then here we're going to have at latest so that we can download the latest one. So this one will manage, will allow us to manage the navigation between different components within our application.